in the gate. And they're off. Should have had it. Broke a beat slow. Rockin' Fellers, the Wolfman taking it right to him from the start, and Boondoggle on the inside with speed too, and Tom Terrific and should have had it is at the back of the pack. The Wolfman going to try to outkick Rockin' Fellers heading into the turn, indeed does so, opens the length. Rockin' Fellers in the hard chase now, and Boondoggle on the outside in the clear, moving up a bit, then back to Tom Terrific, another 5 or 6 back, and should have had it, trailing the field. Heading round that turn, it's the Wolfman up top, Rockin' Fellers a length and a half behind, and Boondoggle outside, Rockin' Fellers, another 4 back, it is Tom Terrific, and far out kick there is should have had it. Midpoint of the turn, it's the Wolfman from Rockin' Fellers by 2, Boondoggle third, and Tom Terrific is fourth, and should have had it is fifth. They race to the top of the stretch. The Wolfman by 3 from Rockin' Fellers, then Boondoggle third, and Tom Terrific down to the inside, trying to run on now. And last is should have had it. They're into the stretch. It's the Wolfman by 5 from Rockin' Fellers in second. Tom Terrific has picked up third as they come to that final furlong. It's the Wolfman in front. The Wolfman sent hard by Toledo from the gate, and the Wolfman going to splash away. The Wolfman by 6 lengths at the line to win the opener. The Wolfman. The Wolfman from Rockin' Fellers and Tom Terrific. Should have had it. And they're off. Easy as ABC asks for early speed. Candidate on the outside has early lick 2, and Fletcher's in the early mix, and Southern Lad is next as they push into the turn. General JR is followed by Sir Lump-a-Lot as they round that turn. In between horses is Harbor Moon. In the back of the pack is Icy Intent, who's last now, some 13 off that pace. Candidate fired up with speed out there. The first time starter leads at about a length and a half. Easy as ABC, and Fletcher third on the outside. General JR, Harbor Moon, and then back to Southern Lad to the outside as Sir Lump-a-Lot saving ground as they race down the backstretch now, and trailing still is Icy Intent, 9 from the front with 6 furlongs left to go. Candidate the one to catch, and General JR down to the inside. Easy as ABC, Fletcher is in fourth, and Harbor Moon trying to move up there on the inside, about 5 from the front. Back to Sir Lump-a-Lot, still at an even pace as Southern Lad. Nothing yet from Icy Intent heading into the turn. General JR slips through on the inside to challenge Candidate for the lead. General JR, Candidate going head to head into the far turn run. Easy as ABC is third, and Harbor Moon's 3 lengths off them in fourth. Fletcher on the outside is fifth now with 3 furlongs to go. Sir Lump-a-Lot. Here's Icy Intent still with 1 beaten at this point, trying to rally from the back of the pack, but still plenty to do. Midpoint on the turn, General JR, Candidate. Here comes Fletcher. Fletcher let loose on the outside with 2.5 furlongs left to go. Harbor Moon down to the inside. Fletcher turns for home and tries to pop away now. A quarter of a mile left to go, and it's Fletcher. Fletcher by 3, General JR. Then back to Candidate. Harbor Moon is next. Icy Intent on the far outside. They're into the stretch. About a furlong left to go. Fletcher by 3 from General JR. Harbor Moon is next. The far outside is Icy Intent as they come to the 16th marker. Fletcher's up top. Fletcher's got a 4-length lead. Icy Intent trying to bridge the gap, but time is running out. It's Fletcher and Geron Barbosa to take it by 2.5 from Icy Intent. Harbor Moon was third. General JR, easy as ABC. in the gate. And they're off. One America on the far outside is Mad Genius out for the lead, and Jet Speed is also right there. Liberty Star down to the fence showing foot as well, so 4 right across the track. His Royal G tracks along there the early stages in 5th. Super Stitch, who is next and sponsored in between horses, only 3 to 4 lengths off of Speed heading for the turn run. Never Satisfied, and trailing the field is Sue Loves Barbados. Scramble on up front. One America down to the inside with a narrow lead from Jet Speed in between horses as they round that far turn, and Mad Genius is still right there. 3 Ellen vying, 3 furlongs to go. Liberty Star sponsored, trying to move up there from 5th, midpoint on the turn. The others have plenty to do now. Here's Sue Loves Barbados trying to improve for the back of the pack, but still 9 to 10 off the leaders. Top of the stretch now, Mad Genius on the outside. One America down to the inside. Jet Speed in between horses. Out of the inside is Liberty Star, sponsored. Out of the center of the track, she's coming home now, sponsored on the outside. Now the main danger for One America, 1 furlong left to go. Never Satisfied is third. Sponsored One America, and Never Satisfied center of the track, and Liberty Star is next to 16th to go. Sponsored by Run Happy, of course. Sponsored to win by 3 from One America's second. Never Satisfied and Liberty Star, and Sue Loves Barbados. Minute 11:35.
When we started adding protocols, the first thing we knew we wanted to do was to add veterinarians watching training. We really had to look at all of the opportunities that we had to impact horse safety, controlling medication and training, which had never been done, investing in cutting-edge diagnostic techniques, decreasing the amount of medication that was in the horse on race day. Right now it's training, but we're checking horses that are racing on Saturday. Thank you. You're all right, sweetie. I feel like we are changing things for the better.
Right now it's basically just being present. We do examine various horses in the days leading up to it. Race day, it's every horse. We're watching the horses, how they warm up. Now they've got weight on their back. We're on different surface. We're still following the horses. All the horses look good during their warm-up, sound ready to run.
I truly feel like we are moving the sport forward. The horses are better for it. We've really changed to focus on putting horses at the center and being the most important part of the equation.
And they're off. Miyayes sent hard for the lead, and Miyayes opens up 3 lengths. Now Victorian Riviera picks up on the inside in the second group. Sapphire Beauty in the red colors, and between horses is Sakari next, and Red Priestess racing along fifth of the outside. HOV Lane is next, followed by Conductance, and Little Miss Minion racing back in the pack. Chasing Artemis, and Doom Scroller has to run from last position now. Doom Scroller lasts some 18 off that pace. Miyayes opens up a 2.5 length lead as Sapphire Beauty as they splash now for the turn, and Victorian Riviera, HOV Lane, red sleeves down to the rail. Sakari's in between horses in that battle too. Little Miss Minion tries to improve at the outside. Back to Conductance next, and back to Chasing Artemis, and Doom Scroller tailing off. Little Miss Minion is the one tailing off back there. That was Red Priestess is up in third. So 3 furlongs left to go. It's Miyayes up front, a length and a half. Sapphire Beauty and Red Priestess on the outside. Another 3 back, and it's Sakari. Inside is Victorian Riviera, and back to Conductance. They reach the top of the stretch. Miyayes, the one to gun down. Miyayes sent hard out of the gate, still holding sway with a 2.5 length advantage, and Sapphire Beauty in second. Then Conductance on the outside, and Victorian Riviera, and it followed by Chasing Artemis with a furlong left to go. Miyayes still there, turning back. Sapphire Beauty with a 16th of a mile left to run. Miyayes taking them all the way to win by 3.5 or 4. Sapphire Beauty was second. HOV Lane may have snatched third from Victorian Riviera. Close in that spot, followed by Chasing Artemis. Lined up. And they're off. Recruiter hops slightly in the air at the start. There's Johnny Z from Albany. Recruiter recovers now to contest the advantage. And Throni on the inside is Roll Again Dancer. Also in that flight is a Calora Kid on the chase now. Another 3 or 4 back, and it's My Mamba trailing the field. Recruiter in front from Johnny Z from Albany, pressing on the inside. And the Calora Kid in between horses. Throni is on the outside in striking range. And Roll Again Dancer's fifth on the inside, ridden a bit. Another 3 lengths back, and My Mamba trailing the field. Into the turn, and it's Recruiter from Johnny Z Z from Albany. Recruiter the two-pad. Johnny Z from Albany keeps on trying down to the rail. A kick clear by 3 from the Calora Kid. Toroni back 4th and Roll Again Dancer in My Mamba. Top of the stretch where it's Recruiter. Johnny Z from Albany still down to the inside. Recruiter has the lead as they turn in. The lead about a length. Furlong and a half left to go. Johnny Z from Albany on the inside still very willing. Recruiter's got the upper hand with a furlong left to go. Recruiter Johnny Z from Albany's been these two throughout. It's Recruiter kicking free from Johnny Z from Albany. Recruiter Johnny Z from Albany gave Alba's second best to Recruiter, who does it again. Recruiter Johnny Z from Albany. Third Toroni. Roll Again Dancer. And they're off. Katie's Notion breaking beautifully right to the front. Katie's Notion from front, Dancer in second. And then it's From and Jebster on the inside. The far outside, Rennie speeding up there into third position. Now second as they race down the backstretch. Rare Breed is next in between horses, already settling about 7 off the lead. Espresso Lungo. Your Analysis is the one widest of them all, now improving into fourth. At the back of the pack, El Bailador. Into the far turn, Katie's Notion with the speed from Rennie on that chase on the outside. Katie's Notion a length from Rennie in second. For back and its front Dancer, Your Analysis. Then Espresso Lungo. The inside is From is trying to pick it up some 7 or 8 off a speed of Katie's Notion. Katie's Notion turns for home with a 2-length lead on Rennie and tries to pop away right now. Upper stretch. Katie's Notion still going strong. From picking up on the inside. Now just second spot. The inside is Espresso Lungo. Your Analysis just at an even pace for that last furlong. Katie's Notion. Johan Rosado popped the latches on top and went non-stop. Here's Katie's Notion. Katie's Notion to do it 12-1. Katie's Notion from Espresso Lungo, Your Analysis, and then Front Dancer. And they're off. Canvas Art, a double fireball very quickly inside there, and Targe is right there with early speed. Paisley singing Spicy Margarita, hustled and steady there, had to lose a couple of lengths there while checking. The outside is Response Time. Spicy Margarita got to start all over again next as they charge with the far turn run. Chambeau is parked on the inside, only 3 or 4 lengths off that pace, and on the outside, White Knuckle Flyer has clear sailing and improving a couple of spots. White Knuckle Flyer has moved all the way up to 5th now, but widest past that 3/8 pole. Paisley singing to the lead. Paisley singing and Response Time racing second on the outside, and Targe is right there in that battle. White Knuckle Flyer followed by Double Fireball. Chambeau's down inside past the quarter pole, still 5 to make up. Into the stretch now, and the one to catch is Paisley singing has the lead. Just a length from Targe on the outside. Inside is Double Fireball. Out center of the track, White Knuckle Flyer is trying to pick up at the final furlong. Is Paisley singing just holding. Paisley singing from Targe there on the outside. Targe with a final charge to the front. Targe in front. Targe going to do it. Targe is 25 to 1. Targe, photo second. Double Fireball. Paisley singing was next. Chambeau or White Knuckle Flyer. And they're off. Canadian Jenner asks for early speed. My Girl is right there. Canoodle on the outside. Alto Velocita and Noble Bid up on the inside, flashing forward. Noble Bid down to the rail and Canadian Ginger. These two going to hook up now from My Girl back in third. Behind the couch is moved into fourth and Canoodle fifth. Followed by Alta Velocita second to last and trailing the field. I Can Run. Trailing now 8 or 9 off the pace. Noble Bid at the rail from Canadian Ginger on the outside. Noble Bid the leader by a length from Canadian Ginger. Behind the couch inside and third. My Girl alongside fourth. Alta Velocita 5 from the front heading into the turn. Back to Canoodle and trailing the field I Can Run. Into the far turn, 3 1/2 furlongs to go. Noble Bid and Canadian Ginger's been there throughout. A length and a half to My Girl and behind the couch. Alta Velocita still got 6 to make up and Noble Bid still going strong, 2 1/2 furlongs from the line. Canoodle now 7 from the front as well. They reach the top of the stretch. They make the turn for home and it's Noble Bid trying to dispose of Canadian Ginger. Kicks away by 2. Behind the couch, the inside is Alta Velocita rallying now. Furlong and a half left to go. They're in upper stretch. Noble Bid by 2. Alta Velocita charging hard down to the inside past the furlong marker. Noble Bid's off the rail. Alta Velocita wide open inside. My Girl the far outside trying to pick up late with a 16th to go. Noble Bid just too tough for them. Noble Bid to win by almost 3 at the finish. My Girl. Then it was Alta Velocita and behind the couch and Canoodle. And they're off. Amical Falls hustled out of there. Jerry's Gem early speed and Great Camino racing up on the inside to make three, vying in the opening 16th of a mile. Appraisal heads or tails to the inside, followed by Billings Gate and Captain Cardo trailing the field. Great Camino the speed on the inside, pressed by Jerry's Gem on the outside. They hook up right together, heading into the far turn run. Heads or tails. Appraisal's back at the fourth spot, and Amical Falls suddenly drop back to third to last position as Billings Gate is on the outside of that runner and Captain Cardo trailing the field. Into the turn, Great Camino ahead in front from Jerry's Gem, and heads or tails trying to pick up that pair from third position. And here comes heads or tails, but Jerry's Gem's resting a narrow lead with 2.5 furlongs left to go. Heads or tails on the outside, Great Camino down to the inside, three right across the track as they make the turn in. Jerry's Gem holding the upper hand as they spin for home. Jerry's Gem length in front from Great Camino battling. Heads or tails on the outside coming to the furlong marker. Amical Falls is fourth. Jerry's Gem holding firm, a length and a half lead from heads or tails. Jerry's Gem there from heads or tails. Trying to pick up again as Amical Falls into third of the inside is Captain Cardo for a share. Jerry's Gem to do it. Second will be heads or tails, and then it was Amical Falls, followed inside by Captain Cardo or Appraisal. Minute 11.92.